Hi everyone, I'm back again with another Synastry chart. I had a viewer request to do Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, and she asked me why they really broke up. I did this Synastry chart 2 years before her book came out, and I did read her book. So there's a lot of things in the Synastry chart that coincides with what she said, but there's other things as well. Now, relationships are like life. There's seasons to every relationship: spring, summer, fall, and winter. Sometimes you don't get past the summer phase. You know, you meet, and the seeds are planted, and things start to bloom, and then you move into summer, and you have the honeymoon phase, and it's a wonderful experience, and then it shifts into fall. The leaves start falling off the trees, and you have to start cooperating with each other. Who's going to rake the leaves? Are you going to come together as a team and not let all of the negative parts of your relationship overreach the positive parts? If you do make it past this point, you move into winter, and if you're lucky, you grow old together, and it's a lifelong relationship. But not all relationships are meant to last forever, and it's usually a life lesson or a past life connection. So I'm going to start doing the analysis on the Synastry chart. Now, I'm a really big fan of the luminaries, and what I mean by that is you have to have really good moon-moon connections between the two of you, trines and sextiles, or positive connections between Moon and Mercury, Moon and Venus. So I'm going to start with the luminaries first because those are the most important parts of a Synastry chart, as well as the angles and the North Node and vertex, and I've said this before. Now, her moon conjuncts his South Node, 2 degrees. That indicates to me a past life connection. Now, that also indicates that there's going to be a lot of life lessons learned in this relationship. Her moon also conjuncts his Saturn, 4 degrees. I'm really not a big fan of a Saturn conjuncting a moon because Saturn has a chilling effect on the emotions of the other person, and they can be rather stern or kind of like a parent figure. So that's what I see. I think I saw that in some of their videos when they had their reality series, a coldness in a way towards her, or a stern reactions to her emotions. It contributed to the demise of their relationship because there's other negative moon connections in the Synastry chart. And they don't have any positive moon-moon aspects between the two of them. So that right away spells unhappiness. Sedna, Prey, Chaos, and Frigga conjuncts his moon, all within a 3-degree orb, less than 3 degrees. Frigga is the Norse goddess of marriage, and that's a nice aspect to have conjuncting your moon from a woman, but there's the other 3 asteroids, Sedna, Prey, and Chaos, which overshadowed the Frigga asteroid. And this is called a commingling of asteroids. When you have a group of them together, you have to take into consideration which ones are positive, which ones are negative, and how it's going to play out. Her Sedna, that has to do with extreme betrayal. And conjuncting his moon, it's not a good aspect. It guaranteed she broke his heart with betrayal and cheating, which I will get to. Her Prey conjuncts his moon, so she preyed on him emotionally and used that to her advantage. Chaos conjuncting his moon, lots of chaos towards the end of the relationship. And I would imagine a lot of chaos behind the scenes that you didn't see in the public or in their reality videos. Now, his Prey conjuncts her midheaven. It's a really important angle, and it has to do with the public sees. So he preyed on her when it came to work and her career. There was a lot of, I don't think that their seasons should have lasted as long as they did with the reality TV show. I mean, there was like how many seasons of this, like 10 or 9 or something like that. But that's where the prey asteroid comes in the Synastry chart. Now her Typhoon and Chiron conjuncts his IC, 1 degree and 3 degrees. The IC opposes the midheaven, and what touches your IC from the other person on this angle will affect you strongly because it's where your inner child lives. So Typhoon has to do with overwhelming psychological events and in a painful way because Chiron is conjuncting the IC as well. So there was a lot of pain going on between these two, especially he felt a lot of pain. Her Sun and Nessus conjuncts his point of fortune, 2 degrees in Cancer. This is also an indication of marriage because of the Sun, and the point of fortune is like a mini Jupiter, and it magnifies whatever it touches. But we have Nessus going on here. So she was abusive towards him emotionally. It's in the sign of Cancer. So Nessus has to do with abuse. If I had done this chart for someone else, I would have warned them and told them, there's going to be a lot of pain going on here and abuse and cheating. But like I said before, this is a life lesson for both of them. And that's why this relationship did not last. Her Lysistrata and Casanova conjuncts his Mars. Mars is like, it's the lower octave of Pluto, and it has a lot of power. So there was cheating, Casanova, and Lysistrata has to do with sexual manipulation. So he was pretty much backed into a corner when it came to intimacy with in the bedroom. And she used her sexuality as a weapon because that's what Lysistrata indicates as the asteroid, the energies. Now her Jupiter conjuncts his Casanova, 0 degrees. So he cheated as well. Jupiter magnifies whatever it touches. And this indicates to me that he did cheat, but I think that it happened because of all the pain that he was going through. And I'm pretty sure that it happened after she cheated first. And when he found out, his heart was broken and he needed consolation. Now his Nessus in Gemini conjuncts her vertex in the 5th house. So Nessus has to do with abuse, like I said before. The vertex, another important angle in a chart. It's like a second descendant. So he was abusive towards her verbally. It had to do with what she did on the side, her hobbies, or what she enjoyed doing. And I don't think that he was very supportive of that. I mean, he was supportive of her career, but there was a lot of things going on that he didn't agree with, and especially the way she spent money as well. And that's where Saturn comes in, like I explained before. Now, the North Node is another really important part of a synastry chart. Whatever touches your North Node from the other person, that will end up being the theme of the relationship between the two of you. Now, it may not pop up right away, but the longer you spend time with the person, especially if you live with them under the same roof and it's a committed relationship, the energies will present themselves. So his nemesis conjuncts her North Node, and this is in the 10th house, and that has to do with career. So I did say before that he was supportive of her career, but I feel that there were instances in this relationship where he held her back from doing what she wanted to do, or there was a manipulation as far as her career went. There possibility of jealousy or underhandedness on his part regarding the career, of how she handled her career and the money that went along with it. Now, his typhoon and Sedna conjuncts her descendant. His moon also conjuncts her descendant, which is a nice thing. You want a luminary, especially the moon, conjuncting your angles from the other person, because it's a wonderful energy to have. But typhoon conjuncting her descendant as well, and Sedna. So there was betrayal on both parts, and also a huge, like I said before, typhoon has to do with a huge psychological, overwhelming energy that is not good. It doesn't play out well. And you know what a typhoon is. So it comes all at once, and it's just very overwhelming. So that's all I have. They're obviously married now to other people. And I would like to do Jessica Simpson and her new husband's synastry chart. That's really very interesting. And what you see on Instagram or what you see out in the public between these two is not exactly what it seems to be. So I will get to that one shortly. And if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comment box, and I will be back again soon. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching.